Hi, everybody. Hi, replay viewers. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in. Fixing it right now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. Hopefully your weeks have been going well so far. I've just started my week. I've been out sick for 2 days. It's the middle of my week and the beginning of my week all at once, and I felt it today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you could let me know in the comments, or if this is your first time in New Teacher Talk Wednesdays, let us know. You can share what grades you've teach and how long you've been teaching, just so we can get a feel of who's in here. And then, as always, go ahead and click the Perry Buddy and share out with anybody who feels that they would need some new Teacher Talk. First time here. Oh, I'm glad to have you. Glad that you're here. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Rochelle. I am a first grade teacher in Arizona. Oh, I love that there's veterans in here too. First year, first grade. All right. So I'm a first grade teacher in Arizona, and I've been teaching for 4 years now. So I'm not quite a brand new teacher, but I'm not a veteran either. I'm still in the middle, closer to the newer end, but I feel like when I started this, the channel, the address that's connected to this one, the Twitter address, I've been locked out of. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to make a YouTube channel, and I'm going to upload all of my previous videos onto that YouTube channel is my goal. Oh no, is it still working? Can everyone still hear me? I'm not on Wi-Fi. Okay, so I'm still good. Okay. So I feel like when I started New Teacher Talk Wednesdays, I wanted to find the thing that I could help somebody else with. And so something that wasn't out there was a new teacher that's kind of helping new teachers. And so I feel like I'm not a brand new teacher. I have a couple of years under my belt, and I feel like I have something that I could share, because I wish when I first started teaching, I had a new teacher that was going to be like, you know what, it's normal what you're going through, the stress that you're going through, and that's just what it's like, but you're going to be okay. So that's what I'm here. Yeah, I had one for 3 years in my school. Our district follows new teachers the longest. They follow us for 3 years, and we have to take classes for 3 years. So this is my first year that I don't have to do 2 observations. I was down to only 1 this year, which was wonderful. And so I feel like that was my accomplishment. So this was what I felt I could help another teacher. Because I wish I had that new teacher to talk to in my school too, that could kind of say that they were going through the same thing and kind of collaborate. So you do the blab too. Yes, I'm on the Teacher Blab show twice a week, on Thursday evenings and Saturday mornings. So yes, I'm everywhere. I'm on Periscope for sure on Wednesdays for New Teacher Talk Wednesday, and then I'm on Blab 2 times a week with the Teacher Blab show. So my face is around. I have a Teachers Pay Teachers, but I'm going to be hopefully full force in upcoming Seller. I'm working on my first big giant bundle pack. My bundle pack as of right now is 170 pages, and I am not finished with it. It's going to be a classroom decor pack, and I want to make sure that I get everything humanly possible inside of this decor pack. So stay tuned. But I feel like I'm only like halfway done, and I'm 170 pages in, which is super exciting. So many things going on. It'll be pirate. So I themed it pirate because my mindset is pirate. That's my theme this year. And so my first bundle pack is pirate. So if you're thinking pirate theme next year, I've got you. I got you, girl or guy. But I got in my bundle pack, I'm trying to think of every single thing that a teacher could need throughout the year. owls. I have to see if I have owl clip art. I had Under the Sea that I was going to be working on. I'm finishing Pirates. I have Safari clip art because those are the three themes that I've had. And I had superheroes too, but I don't have clip art for that one because with my classroom theme bundle packs, I wanted to sell like actual copies. I wanted to build the big giant people that you see and the big animals that you see on my boards. My numbers are all over the place. I can't tell if I'm cutting out or not. But they're like this big, and they're on my boards, and they're animals, and they're people, and they're pirates, and they're boats. And so I was going to sell these big giant things that I know how to build if you wanted to purchase them to go with your bundle packs. So that's in the works too. But anyway, New Teacher Talk Wednesdays. My tip for you today is something that I struggled with my first year of teaching, and I don't know if others relate to this, but it's don't reinvent the wheel. Your first year of teaching, if you're anything like me, every single worksheet that you want to put out, you want to make sure that it's super cute and that it has awesome clip art on it and the fonts are on point. A worksheet's a worksheet is what I finally have come to the conclusion of. A worksheet that has addition on it, whether it has a cute little animal on it or a cute little person, or the font is just regular Times New Roman, a worksheet is a worksheet and it's meant to be practice, or it's meant to be a test. It's not meant to be cute. Because what I've noticed my first year is I would make these adorable worksheets and kids would want to color them. And I wasn't aiming for a coloring book with a worksheet on the side. I was like, I need you to do the practice, not color the picture. And so don't reinvent things that you already have or that your team are giving you. I would get a worksheet, say, this worksheet is ugly, I'm going to redo it. And so I would sit there for 45 minutes redoing a worksheet that was already perfectly fine the way it was. And so it wastes a lot of your time, and let's face it, your first year of teaching, you don't got a lot of time to waste. Okay, you're working, you're going to your new teacher meetings, you're trying to stay above water, you're dealing with behavior issues that college didn't teach you how to take care of. How do you manage your class, which I feel like that didn't teach me anything in college either, how to manage my class. All these other things that you're stressed about, don't worry about your worksheet looking cute, okay? If you're going to make things, make games. You can make a scoot game look adorable because you're going to laminate that sucker and you're going to keep using it. But a worksheet, once it's written on, they're going to take it home and probably can it. And so why did you take time making it cutesy? It's okay for some things, like I make worksheets all the time and I add little clip art to it and it's something that's practice, but that comes with time. If you have extra time, you can make stuff like that, but don't make it because you feel like you have to, or don't do it if you don't have time. Don't stress about something that you already have. Do you get what I'm saying? So, that's my tip for you today. Don't reinvent the wheel. If you have something and it's tried and true and it works and your team says that it works, don't go and remake it. It doesn't make sense. Use what you've got, and then if you have extra time, you can make other things and you can make it cutesy. But if you've got an addition worksheet and it's just flat out addition with Times New Roman, nothing fancy, as long as they are practicing those math facts, you're good. But don't go and make something you don't have to make. Blah! I turned off my sound and everything today, and apparently Periscope is the exception and works past my mute sound. Oh, Periscope. So did anyone have any questions for today? I'm making it's a kind of a quicker scope today, because that one is pretty straightforward, and I feel like if somebody could have just shook me my first year and was like, Rochelle, why are you making something that you already have and you could already make copies? I could have saved hours my first year of teaching, because my mindset now is there's a time and a place for kind of cute things, and a worksheet that they're going to just take home and practice or something isn't really a good, it's just practice. It's just practice and it's a worksheet. Put your time and energy if you're creating something that's going to last. Make a Scoot game that's cute. You can make matching games to go in your centers that's cute. Really work on those things that you're going to laminate and keep. Yes, make those cute, but don't worry about a worksheet or a simple PowerPoint or a smartboard lesson. Stick to the simple, stick to the basics. Yeah, cute up things that you're going to reuse. But I wouldn't worry about the simple things. It just, I feel like paper and pencil things, it's just a straightforward thing. No, I don't use worksheets often. I'm a believer of get up and move. The worksheets they do probably go with Scoot games. We play Plickers a lot. We play Kahoot a lot. We do whiteboards. They like whiteboards. We get up and move. I don't typically do a whole lot of worksheets. We don't do workbooks. I try and have them move and learn from speaking more than a worksheet. But I mean, in math for sure, yes, smartboard. In math, I have to do pencil and paper with them because they just have to get used to like the pattern of and the order of how they do things. So in math I use worksheets, but I try to do whiteboards, smartboard. Man, we have one, but I don't use it. What's our math program called? I don't use it because to me it's like the workbooks don't make sense. They bounce around too much. And then the teacher edition bounces around and it has them do things that... Is ours Go Math? I don't know what ours is called. But it bounces around too much. So, and I love teaching math. Math is my thing. So I don't feel like I need to follow a book. I mean, I research ideas and ways to change how I teach, and I do a whole lot of hands-on activities, and my math scores have always been really good. So I don't rely on the workbooks or the teacher edition, really. You don't have a choice. I'm wondering what next year will be like. I don't know. My math. Mine is my math. My math. I was like, it's super simple. We use the My Math series, and it bounces around like it's two books, and one is super thick, and then the other one is skinny, and the kids are like flipping through their workbooks because, Periscope. You don't get in trouble for not using it. No. I don't think my principal believes in workbooks, to be honest with you. No, she's been in my class and saw how I teach, so I don't think she really has a problem with how I teach. We don't, as long as we're sticking to our standards, like we don't even have to turn in lesson plans or anything, so I don't write lesson plans. I should probably. I change my mind throughout the day, and on a whim I decide to teach something completely different than what I had planned anyway. So next year's probably going to be different with what it's kind of sounding like, but as of right now, I changed my mind on, like, the wind blows, and I decide that was how my reading group ended up making PowerPoints this past couple of weeks, because I swear the wind blew, and I was like, I'm going to teach them PowerPoints. How to make a book report on an animal, and we're going to teach them with the PowerPoint. So, I'm very all over the place, and I like to be creative, and I like to bring in exciting new things to the classroom. The more that and plus, I feel like if I keep my kids on my toes, they're always paying attention to me, because not only do they want to know, obviously they don't want to be confused about what we're learning, but you have the kids that zone out. But when you keep them on their toes because you change things up and nothing's the same, and I mean, their schedule is the same, but the activities that I do, I'm always like, we're going to make a PowerPoint, we're going to do smartboard, we're going to do whiteboards, we're going to play Plickers, we're going to do Kahoot, we're going to do this, and we're going to play Scoot. And I feel like when I change it and play all these activities, it keeps them on their toes and they're super excited all the time because they get to do something different and it's not paper pencil. Sit in your desk. Do what I asked you to do. So, change it up all the time. So, that's my tip for today. Don't reinvent the wheel if you've got something that's working when it comes to your worksheets. Don't make it any cuter. Make things cute that are going to last. Things that you're going to laminate, things that you're going to reuse. Put your time into those. But a worksheet that you're going to give for independent work and then go over and, the kids will have it in their hands for 15 minutes, take it home and probably recycle it. I would say I wouldn't waste your time. We don't do fun. We do college readiness. We're college readiness too. Next year will look very different at my school. So trying to make this year a hoot for this group because next year will look very, very different for these kids. So, I'm trying to make it the best that I can and make it as fun for these littles as I can. So, thank you for joining me. I hope, if you watch the replay, thanks for joining in the replay. And again, I hope these little tips, I try and only keep it to one little tip every week because I don't want to run out of things to say and I want to continue. One of these weeks, I wanted to do a shout out and, just have people, ask questions and we can do a Q&A kind of thing. I thought that would be really fun. So, definitely replay viewers and live viewers, write down some questions. And the next couple of weeks here, we'll do a Q&A of just anything that's on your mind, whether you're going through school, whether you're in your classroom, anything like that. If you have any questions about how I did it and for questions for how other people did it, or have you been through this kind of thing, and how did you manage to get past it? I think that would be a really fun scope too. So we'll do a Q&A here pretty soon. Maybe next week we'll do like a Q&A, or we can do a new teacher talk or a new teacher Wednesday blab or something. It may not be Wednesday. I don't know. I'll play around with it. But I think a Q&A would be really fun, and it's a good way to get other people involved that I may not hit exactly something that they're struggling with at that point in time. I think that opening up a Q&A would be really beneficial because I'm sure a question that you have is something else that's been on somebody's mind as well. So I will try. I feel like I have to work around the I Teach TV network because they have blabs and periscopes going on like 24 hours a day, I feel. So I'll try and find a good time and I'll let you know. I'll hop on and let you know if we can do a Q&A blab one night for like 30 minutes. We can bounce ideas back and forth or help anybody out. So thank you for joining me on this wonderful Wednesday. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your week. I hope most of you tomorrow night for Thursday's blab. In the evening. I'm trying to think. I think we're still on. And then Saturday morning with Principal Jerry. I'm super excited. We're going to be speaking to him. And so come ready with some questions if you want to ask him some questions too. And I'm sure he'd be happy to answer. So thanks for joining me. Have a great rest of your week. And I will see hopefully all of you in the Teacher Blab Show.